Okay, yeah. Just don't put it down.
No, I can't block super
We
hop.
start with it, Randy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start talking.
Yeah,
Yep.
go ahead.
Okay.
Hello, friends. Welcome to our little slice of the world of darkness. This is Vancouver by night, and these people are weird. I don't know. I got nothing. Like, there was a charity stream that I was involved in recently on the Table Yacht channel, in which I said that I was Storyteller Steve, which I am, and that I am the storyteller and or babysitter of Vancouver by night, and I'm not at all wrong.
That doesn't seem right. I don't know what you're talking about. We're a mature game, remember?
This is Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition that we will be playing. It's produced by Paradox Entertainment, and we will share the link somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know anymore. This
is
layout's
our,
changed so often.
I want to say 12th episode. I want to say that, but I don't know if I would be correct or not. And
Nice.
as a warning, this is a mature game.
Very. Taxes, math.
Which we say, so all you babies out there know how cool you
We
are.
can't say that.
I didn't finish it.
They might have missed our earlier conversation about butts.
No more
Yes.
product placement.
Yes. The players here. Crap, I can't read that part because we're not at Kelly's place. I was going to say they're equipped with our throwing dice of throwing in case things get a little uncomfortable. But yeah, they'll just mute themselves and then run off or something.
It's true.
Take care of themselves.
I mean, I run the Zoom, so I can just end.
That's true.
Stop to it all.
This game has mature themes and talk of some potentially unsettling concepts and situations, which we definitely dealt with in the last couple episodes. So if you're uncomfortable at all and need to stop, just take a break, hit mute, wander off, go somewhere else, do whatever you need to do to take care of you. We will probably be in the chat. I know I will. Shame on anybody who doesn't show up for our chat.
Hey, I have jobs and stuff.
And
9 to 5.
just send us a message there and we will talk to you. First, we would like to thank our sponsors, though, before we get into things. And Phoenix Dice, who has been supporting us since the beginning, are awesome. And they provided us dice trays and dice and rolly things.
I don't have mine. Char's got mine.
Go check
They're
that
mine
out.
now, bitch.
Go check them out on phoenixdice.com now that we've got the pitch out of the way. Secondly, we'd like to thank our friends over at Stormcrow Alehouse here in Vancouver, and they provided us a gift set of goodies, which we raffled off in our 10th episode, which I just now got the information from Sorrel Spiral as of the recording of this, which is on the 7th of June. So yeah, I'll be sending that out fairly soon. And when you're in the Stormcrow Alehouse in Vancouver, Toronto, check out their DM and Dine program because they're open again.
Ooh.
Which is $40 per person. Request this guy. I'm still not on their list. It's been like 9 months.
I mean, at this point, they should just have like iPads because the DM can't come in.
Yeah. I actually volunteered to go and like online help them organize some games and stuff to just sort of
Nice.
see if they can do stuff. And you can get a dungeon burger, which is you roll a d20 a couple of times and whatever it comes up with, that's what you get on your burger. And the alignment of the burger is also included. So you could get a lawful evil burger.
That sounds really good.
I always assumed that evil meant that it was gross because what's the most evil thing that you can have in a burger? Just it being gross.
Relish.
It's true.
Kelly doesn't like relish either. Yeah,
No, it's awful. It ruins burgers.
I think
True.
it's okay.
Or
I can live without
wasabi.
it.
You can
Just
put
put
wasabi on the burger.
Just pour some sugar on your burger if you want.
Yeah, there's that too. All right. So who else we got for sponsors? We have Level Up a Dice. These guys. They They have all of these fun dice, which these are the gangrel ones. So they have like the gangrel thing.
Hey.
If you completely like help yourself, and that's like the critical on the gangrel dice.
Represent.
We have a link down there. You can click on that. And we also have Fabled Flame candles, which I have sent out the candles because we did draw for our subscribers during, I think it was the 10th episode. One of the two. I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Well.
And go check them out. Also, we have Artoria Designs, who provided us with these sexy ass dice boxes.
That one I do have.
Shame, Haley. Shame.
It's a secret.
And during our next episode, I will see if I can actually get together a thing so I can actually use my DM screen, because next episode is going to be kind of an important one. We're going to be doing a charity stream. We are going to be supporting a few charities, I believe. Trevor Project is one of them. I already have the link set up for that one.
Fab.
And yeah, I have no idea how to say that. So we're gonna.
Like the name of the charity is difficult to pronounce.
Wow.
Are you donating? Oh,
Weva?
Yeah, that one.
We are?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Women against violence against women. Wow.
Yes.
And
very good.
they Weva,
That
they
one.
celebrate, they're very inclusive of the trans community.
Yes, they are.
It's amazing. I've used their services.
I have no idea how to say their name.
Weva.
Wava.
Wava.
It's like wave.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, it's super Canadian, like wave, eh?
wave, eh? Wave.
Weva.
Right. Yeah, we're going to try to support those two charities, and we have a special guest vampire that will be showing up by I don't know, some guy named Matt Mercer. I don't know who that is.
Da, da, da!
I don't know. Apparently he's a big deal. I don't know.
Apparently,
Something
A little
along that.
a few things here and
Sort
there.
of heard. He does some voice acting, I guess. I don't know.
No. I think he's
Yeah,
been on
he's
a few
pretty
game shows.
good.
Yeah, it's from Critical Role, and he is awesome, and I thank him for doing that. And there's a long story that I will get into at another time as to how I actually managed to contact him and get him on there. So yeah, that's going to be quite the story.
You rolled a 20, didn't you? Nat 20.
There was a quest involved, and I started out as a level 1 storyteller. And now let's introduce these guys, which I think are up here.
I don't know what order we are in anymore.
Makes you feel any better? I don't know what order we're in either.
I'll go first
Same.
anyways.
Name someone.
Hello,
Kelly.
I'm Kelly. I'm playing Insomnia, an altruistic hipster vampire who doesn't seem to get along well with other vampires, except for, I can't point to anyone because, again, I don't know where these people are. Except for one vampire, but he turned to that vampire, so he's kind of like bonded now. But also he's trying his dangdest to protect the people of Vancouver from those evil
Dangdest.
scoundrel vampires. That's it. That's me.
And next up, since you're in the same room, let's go with Shar.
That's me. Hey, I'm Shar. I play Morgan. I am a freshly created vampire who last episode accidentally punched a hole through an alligator and ripped off someone's arm
Yeah.
and killed them. So,
Oh, right. I totally forgot that Trash
Right
Bandit
on.
doesn't know what happened yet.
I don't know shit again.
yeah, so I did that. I don't know what my powers are. I'm just trying to figure shit out. Kurt's the one that Insomnia is the one that changed me. Life is odd.
And for everybody playing the home game, I actually specifically instructed them not to tell Rose what was going on so that Trash Bandit can find everything out like in character. Just gonna make for a fun beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
This is
we had a good
mostly
time.
because storyteller Steve likes to do this to me. So you know what?
Yeah, you should always pick at least 2 characters that you like to fuck with. For me, it's Insomnia and Trash Panda. Nah, fuck it, I fuck with everybody.
Yeah,
It's part of my
me
job
too.
description. And Rose, since we mentioned you can go next.
Hi, so I play Trash Panda, your badass wrestling homeless vampire, the antithesis of the gentleman vampire. Yeah, she got a dark path, and she got shit to deal with, and she always gets picked on by storyteller Steve, and I think that's very fair. Although I'm going to campaign against Steve, though. Just saying. Nah, it's been fun just playing her up. Steve, like,
You can campaign against me. It's not going to work.
yeah, but in the world of it, like Trash Panda doesn't know who you are.
Speaking of dark past, Haley.
Oh, so I'm
So
Haley.
ominous.
I play Erasmus. He is definitely more on the gentlemanly vampire side, but like taken too far. He's the fabulous owner of the mausoleum. Loves fashion, very important, and does his best to keep this little gang of vampires safe and functional.
You try your best.
Yeah. It's been going good.
He tries.
It's an attempt. So when we last saw our intrepid vampires, how am I going to do this description without Rose knowing what the hell's going on?
I can mute.
Yes. Wait.
That doesn't wait.
Just take out your headphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then you guys have to wave at me or something
Yeah.
like that. It's like, okay.
Mhm. Eventually
yeah.
we will.
Oh,
We will, yeah.
God. So I'm going to do whatever the hell in that case then.
All right. When last we saw our intrepid vampires,
Keep going.
we there was sewers involved and a rogue Nosferatu who had a chainsaw and an alligator that accidentally got killed.
Real hard got killed.
Yeah,
It was an accident.
It was a Scottish vampire. It got killed. And they discovered in the Chamber of Horrors their good friend Cassandra without any arms, who they brought back and left in the mausoleum.
Is that it? We're getting. I mean, we also found Christopher Summers, who you've been like hanging over our head the entire.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was really enjoying my nuts. What's up?
Trash
What I missed?
Panda died. Oh, sorry.
Oh man, that would be awful.
That would be.
I think that's like a
Panda
D.
just exploded.
You're not allowed to do that as a DM if someone misses a session to just off their character.
Well, I should have been there.
They could have rolled better.
The hell I'm not.
I mean, I learned that in high school, so I don't know if the rules have changed.
Hey, it's a world of darkness.
Mm.
Speaking of, this is a world of darkness. It's a world I kind of want to say is darker than our own, but as we've discovered over the last couple of weeks, it's now the second darkest timeline. Yeah.
Too real.
There's
Yeah.
like plagues and everything going on. It's craziness. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make the world of darkness darker than our world when our world keeps getting darker.
Trying to think which timeline. If we're in the timeline where everything caught on fire and then Troy walked in with pizza, what's the second worst timeline from that? Is it
Evil Abed.
no? Evil Abed's from the fire timeline.
Oh yeah, right.
The one where Pierce died and Jeff lost his arm. That's the one we're living in. World of Darkness is like they rolled a 3 or something. I don't remember which one's which.
All right. And on that note, we can somewhat begin. From the last thing that happened, I'm guessing you all it's getting near-ish morning. So I'm assuming you all decide to crash for the day.
Is there something I can do to heal myself before going to sleep, or will going to sleep heal me a bit?
Going to sleep will heal anything that you have changed in your body throughout the day. Like if you colored your hair or you got a tattoo, those would disappear during the day sleep. For healing, it would be a rouse check. Aroused check.
Arouse check,
Arousal check.
which is just the red one.
How much damage do you have? Refresh my
I
non.
have 5 superficial damage.
Well, that's going to be tough to get rid of. What's your hunger at?
2.
2. All right. So let's do just 1 for now. Like, I'm assuming Insomnia would probably talk you through like the healing process and the.
Yeah. I mean, I assume most of it is also like it helps to have blood, and someone hasn't been stocking our blood supply recently.
Yeah,
a
God,
little bit
Raz.
busy.
But yeah, you know, in character, he says it very good. He's like, yeah, you just focus and then you heal. It's super easy.
Great, I can do that. What do I roll?
Well, you
So you roll a single red dice.
It's
Or one
a
of these to
5.
level up.
Oh no.
Is that bad?
Well,
Yeah, 5's a fail.
you hear the mugger in the back of your head saying, you know, you should probably eat somebody. Maybe even find a mugger. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm the one who kind of helped you get here. Like, why are you not taking care of yourself?
Ominous.
I was just told, and then I tell Kurt. So
Yeah.
the voice in my head told me to attack more muggers.
Did the voice sound like Steve? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work and then you need to feed. And then I look over at Raz and I'm like, sometimes it's easier to feed than other times.
Listen, it's hard to get hospital stocks, okay?
How close are we to daytime?
You got about an hour before you would have to like actually rush to get anywhere.
Because I was gonna say like,
Do I mark another hunger? Sorry. Because
You
I
marked
failed.
another hunger. Your hunger is now 3, but regardless of the result of the hunger rouse check, you actually heal 1 point.
Just 1? That was not a worth it exchange.
I was gonna suggest that I guess an hour is pretty tight. We could try to hunt someone bad out on the streets to feed if we're getting that desperate. I mean, that is your whole thing is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Could we like hunt around Maz and then like when it gets tight, just rush back? I mean, I can rush very fast, so.
Rats, rats.
Morgan's predator type is the alley cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she definitely prefers going out and hunting her prey.
Mm-hmm. Which Insomnia hasn't really done that much of. But I feel like we're getting desperate because I've got one what's it called? Not superficial. The harder one.
Ooh, that's not good.
Do you want to heal the aggravated damage?
Well, I was gonna say if we can find if we can do the whole alley cat thing and hunt down like basically as her inner beast said, but it's an hour, so it would be tight.
That actually would directly clash with your predator type, which is the consensualist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it's like,
I would probably lose some more humanity.
yeah.
Fellow alley cat right here.
Where
You're
are
not-
you right now, though? You're not
She's
with
ra-
us.
She's out wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Doing my thing.
All
Okay, I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to put my hood on and say, I'll be right back. And I'm going to go
Speaking
outside
of-
by myself.
Speaking of
I'll be right
wrestling, if Chris Jericho ever wants to play Vampire the Masquerade,
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I could make a Toreador character based on Chris Jericho easily enough.
Actually watches wrestling. Actually wants this to happen.
All right,
Chris
so
Jericho, if you're seeing this.
Morgan puts on the hood
Yes.
and goes outside. And there are a couple of people kind of milling about, going down certain alleys. Gastown being what it is, there's an abundance of kind of alley-ish areas that you could probably grab somebody fairly easily. But what I'm going to do from you is I'm going to get a... Let's go with Dex and Stealth,
Ooh.
which I now realize is more dice than Insomnia
8.
pretty much has ever rolled.
I've ever seen in my life. I think when I rolled, when I was fighting back Legion, I think I rolled that much.
Yeah, because it was humanity.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I have 3 red dice in here because I have 3 hunger. Is that right?
Sorry? Yeah, 300 dice would go in there.
I got 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Nice.
And one of them is a 10.
Nobody can hear you right now. You're like,
Hell yeah.
you're like a ninja. So yeah, you see like the odd person milling about here and there, and you actually see somebody who kind of looks like they may have a gun, and they're following somebody, like a really thin kind of hipsterish looking guy. He like goes down an alley, and then this guy kind of goes behind them, trying to make it look like they're not gonna be doing what they're gonna do to him.
Oh boy. Okay, I follow him. I think I want to watch a bit more just to confirm how bad they are. I'm
Okay.
going to follow closely.
Like as you kind of peek around the corner, because your stealth is that high, they definitely wouldn't notice you. You see basically the tall hipsterish guy is like crumpled down in a ball because the other guy like is hovering over him and he's like ready to hit him again.
Okay, I like rush forward. I pounce on him.
Punch a hole through him.
Yes.
I'm so
What are you going to be doing with your particular action? Like, are you going to grab him? Are you going to punch him? Are you going to?
Does it look like he's holding something, or is he just using like fists?
If you look, he kind of looks like he has brass knuckles on. Like it looked like he.
Okay, I'm just gonna like go for the jugular. Yeah, so I'm gonna try, and if his arms are raised, I'm gonna try and like grab his arm to like move it away and like just latch onto his neck.
Oh yeah, because he's kind of got the guy down and he's kind
Yeah.
of ready to give him another punch. So you're gonna like grapple him and then
Yeah.
like come up basically behind, grab, bite. Okay, that'll be a Dex and Brawl. which I
Oh,
believe
only
double.
7 this time.
I'm actually gonna give you the grappling bonus on that one. So you roll
Nice.
8.
Haha!
Ella Grappler.
This might be the second time we've hunted someone. I think Raz, like, using mind control on someone at the auction is like the only other time we've ever like hunted a person for blood.
I got a 10
that's
on a
equal.
red dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, including that
Yeah,
1
it's-
10 on a red.
As long as you have more successes than everything else, it doesn't matter what the red dice are.
Oh,
really.
okay, great.
So yeah, 5 success. Yeah, you muckle onto him. Are you going to be draining him, or are you just gonna?
It's bad if I do it in front of somebody, right?
It's bad if you do it in general.
Well, could I? No, yeah, I'm gonna murder him. Yeah, I'm gonna drain him. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Kurt didn't help me.
I don't know if I would
Okay.
have told you that. I feel like I told you the rules, but I don't know. You're
Okay,
hung-
then wait. What's one notch above completely killing him?
One notch above killing him would probably be. I would say you would drop 2 hunger.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Will he be conscious? Can I talk to him?
He will be definitely out of it. It essentially.
there.
Like I kind of miss the old rules a little bit on this particular situation. In the old rules, basically a human would have 10 blood points. Like the blood point rating would be from 1 to 10. So rough equivalent would be like a blood point would be a little less than a pint.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like you take like a pint and a half out of the guy and he's a little bit out of it, you could probably go for a bit more, but it wouldn't really affect your hunger rating at all.
Okay, then I'll just keep it as that. And I'm gonna say like, what should I say?
Hi.
I'm gonna say, fuck. I want to say something cool, but I can't think of anything on the spot. I'm just gonna say you don't get to do that in my town. And that's all.
And your mouth is full a little bit at the moment.
My town.
It's like drilling down, like.
And then I just like toss him.
Toss him.
I like not hard, but I just like don't care about him anymore.
You just like brush him off to the side. Okay.
And then I want to, can I like, I'll put my scarf up so my mouth is covered. And I'm like, are you okay? To the person on the floor.
He's just like, oh man, the guy hit me like really hard in the ribs.
I don't have any healing abilities.
Vampires have the ability to heal humans?
I don't know.
Technically they do, but it's kind of a pain in the ass, and you would make it cool.
Yeah. I'm going to say,
do you have a cell phone on you?
Yeah. Do you want me to call anyone for you? That's what I'm going to ask him if he wants me to call anybody.
No, it's just, I can't breathe.
Fuck. It sounds like you might have broken a rib. Come with me, and I take him into the mausoleum.
Oh my god!
We have to help him.
It's like watching a slow motion train wreck.
He's gonna die.
That's a bad idea. I'm really hungry right now. I don't know about Raz, but I'm like, I do need. No, I can't. I don't think
Raz did that much last time for blood. Yeah.
No, but I do have a couple of
superficial damage?
Yeah.
I do need a new person because Morgan was my person.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if.
So yeah, you bring him into the mausoleum. Like, I'm assuming his arm is over your shoulder on the side that didn't get hit.
Yeah. And I'm like, we have to help this man.
I feel like I was tending to like Cassandra and Summers at the time.
They're both still out of it.
I know, but I was like tidying them.
You're like not there. I don't go like downstairs. I just go in the main area.
Yeah. So hopefully I'm not there because I'm getting real hungry.
I'm like, Raz!
You would see Bo Enrico at his usual spot with his elbow on.
Yeah, I feel like Raz would be sitting by Cassandra too, like.
So only Bowen
like
is there
freaking out
to meet
Yeah.
Morgan? Oh no.
Bowen came in near the end of the night. It's just like, he looks over like,
does he sleep here? Wait, no, if he's here, we needed to talk to him about Cassandra.
Okay, we're not that far from like, why don't I just take him to like a welfare place? He doesn't look homeless though, right? He was well dressed. He was like hipsterish.
Yeah, he's definitely hipsterish.
Well.
Fuck. Is it bad to just call him a cab?
No.
Okay, I'll use the phone behind the desk to call a cab.
Yeah, and you definitely notice that Maxine avoids kind of that area of the phone, so you got like a clear path. She does not want to deal with that phone at all.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use it. And I assume because it's a bar, usually we have like quick dial, and it's like, if you want a cab to blah blah blah.
I wouldn't
don't have that
on that for Raz's phone.
No, this is an old school rotary.
Old dial rotary phone.
Yeah, but it's still, as soon as you like call it, that's the message you would hear.
I mean, you usually have your phone again because I gave you back your phone.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll use my own phone. And I
Second
call
Inquisition
him again.
Taxi. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing excellent, thank you. I have I need a cab and I say the mausoleum's address, and then I cover it and I say, "What's your name?" To the
Me? I'm Frank.
and it'll be for Frank.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. It wasn't Second Inquisition Taxi.
Okay, good. Because I was
Okay.
I was like, in Bloodlines, it was fucking Kane who was the taxi driver.
Wonder if you should
Frank
be
from
taxi
Second
driver in
Inquisition.
Bloodlines too.
But yeah, like, and then I'm like, where do you want to go to your home or do you want to go to the hospital?
Probably the hospital.
Great. And then I say, and he'll be going to the hospital. Can you come as soon as possible, please? I'm using
Yeah,
like,
sure.
my best voice. Great. Thanks.
You got a couple calls in that area. It's fine.
How long is the wait going to be?
Probably about 10 minutes.
Great. I'll wait with him for the 10 minutes to make
Yeah,
sure that he gets in the cab.
Let's fast forward through that part.
Yeah.
As Bowen is just like,
I'm like looking at him like, what?
I asked Raz in the back if anyone's
my
ever
boy.
asked if Maxine is okay with being fed on.
Don't think I've ever asked her, but I get the feeling she's not a huge fan.
Maybe ask her.
Darling, are you suffering?
I'm getting close.
Do you want me to call someone for you?
I mean, if you've got, now you're gonna refill?
Well, not refills. My personal food cohorts.
The contact.
I have contacts.
Do you have a bunch of ghouls?
herd is the word you're looking for.
I'm not feeding on any of your fucking ghouls.
They're not. It's a one-way street.
For whom?
I feed. They enjoy it. They keep coming back.
Oh, it's a harem.
I mean, I'll try it and I'll see how I feel about it when the time comes.
Okay, so Raz will call up the one that's been obsessively texting the phone.
Ladies man.
Ladies man,
Right.
man's man, man about town.
'Cause I really need to feed. I'm at like 3 hunger and several damages. Flipping that
Yeah,
car was
he's,
not a good day.
Flipping the car, holy shit.
Did I heal any of my superficial damage from feeding also, or just got rid of my hunger?
Just get rid of your hunger.
Great.
And yeah, eventually he would show up, but it would be way too late because it's like an hour before sunrise.
Are there any windows? Like, do we have to go to sleep on sunrise even if we can't see the sun?
You could roll your willpower to stay awake.
Yeah, but then I might get more hungry.
No, willpower wouldn't affect that at all. Willpower is just straight black dice, so whatever willpower you happen to have left, which I don't know if that's that much right now for
I
you.
think you said that it reset at some point.
Yeah, after you sleep.
Well, that was I only used one, and yet I'll do that because I really want to feed. So
Okay.
1 success. Good. Everything's working out.
You are groggy as hell, but you can stay awake.
Cool. I'll pretend to drink coffee just for the placebo effect. I'll have an empty cup.
Smell it. Yeah. Ooh, caffeine.
And then eventually the concubine shows up.
You got a hooker.
Girl.
Listen, are you the one that Raz called?
Oh yeah, you recognize him.
Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, is it the one from the auction? Do you mind if I? Is anyone? Nobody else is in the bar.
Is Raz here?
Yeah, he's sleeping right now.
Is he in the back?
Yeah. Quick question. Do you mind if I feed on you real quick?
What do you mean feed on me?
I'm assuming.
No. This was like a kissy neck thing, and then a bite, and then the obsessive compulsive presence power, which has him being addicted to the drinking.
If you
Raz
go
just left
against
this problem.
if you go against your predator style, does it just add to your you risk humanity? that
You
day?
can feed outside of your predator style. It's just that's your preferred way of doing it.
Mm.
Okay.
Like it's not set in stone that this is the only way you can actually get blood.
All right. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Raz is in the back, and then as he walks past me, I'll just go for it
Dex and brawl.
because I'm like, Raz is
Oh
it's
no!
Raz's friend.
Oh
But
no!
I have no brawl.
Dum dum.
How's that possible? So all of these are Hunger Dice. Oh, 3 successes. All
Wow.
3 of my fucking so lucky with these rolls.
I can see it. He's
Yeah.
not lying.
You are still hungry though. Like that's definitely your beast giving you a bit of an edge on this one. How much would you want to take from him?
Probably the same. 2 hunger.
2?
And then-
Okay. Give me another willpower check.
Fuck. 1 success. Jesus.
Barely. You barely stop. You're like, should I keep going? Should I keep going? You probably, if it was the old system, you'd probably take another half blood point from him just to while your brain was while the sire was fading in your brain saying hey dude, you should probably take more than that.
No, I can't. Nope.
Hey,
Nope.
dude.
I'm already uncomfortable with this whole situation.
It's so lonely up here. We need more people. Come on.
So does that knock him out?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just gently place him on the fainting couch.
Both Maxine and Bowen are
Why are you guys still here?
Oh man!
Listen, if you guys are gonna be here all hours of the night, call this guy a cab when he wakes up, and then I'm gonna go back to my little hidey hole in Maz.
See,
And
I
then
take
go to sleep.
care of my people. You just ask other people to take care of them.
I mean, that's what Toreadors do.
and it would be the next night. So I'm going to get a rouse check from everybody
Can I also roll to try to heal?
if you want.
I'm gonna try to heal my non-superficial damage.
Your aggravated damage. That
Yeah.
is 3 rouse checks
Sick, rad.
all at the
Awesome.
same time.
Oh my god.
2 successes.
7.
You get a bit hungrier on that one.
Okay, but I heal it.
Yeah, and Shar does not get hungrier with her
Nice. And then my morning.
particular healing roll. And it's still weird to Char's character to Morgan. You know that the damage is there, and you feel your body knitting together and popping joints and stuff like that. And it is mind blowing to you that something like this, if you were a human, would take months to heal, and it's
Yeah.
it's healing itself.
Wow. And I'm I'm just staring at my arm.
Well,
That makes sense. Alrighty, so everybody gets a regular rouse check now.
I got a success.
me too.
I failed.
No.
Right. Let me just look something up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, volume on. This is what Erasmus hears. As soon as it loads.
You're disappointing me, Erasmus. Eat them!
That, for everybody playing the home game, is Scott McClelland of Carnival Diablo. What did Morgan get?
Oh. 6. Whew.
Nice.
You do not get hungrier. All right. And I believe you still have a couple extra damage still on.
Yeah, I have 2.
I have
Superficial.
3.
3 superficial.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Can
have
I
2
make another-
superficial. Am I also able to?
Yes. Anybody who wants to heal 1 point can do a rouse check.
Oh, damn
2. Fuck.
it.
Part of the reason why I like
9.
doing this remotely is because my players have the worst poker faces ever, and you can tell exactly what they roll based on their reactions. So Kelly, you hear, dude, you need to eat, dude.
Just did. Do I heal though?
Yeah, regardless of what the result is on the dice, you would actually heal.
How much?
But only 1, right?
Just the one, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to do a rouse for each one.
Yep.
Sick. So I'm
Roll
just
again.
back to my same hunger.
I succeeded on both of them.
Okay. So you are completely healed, I believe.
Yes, and I think I'm at 2 hunger.
Yes, because of the rouse check you just did. All right, and Morgan,
I had a 2.
you can almost hear the shaking of the mugger's head in your head, just being like, I mean, if you drained that shithead last night, we wouldn't be in this particular problem. I mean, it's just
Being a whole different type of problem.
you're disappointing me, really.
Well, I'm not really aiming to be under your approval, so.
How good is Morgan at talking in her own head now? Do we hear you
I don't
say
know,
that?
Morgan.
I say it out loud.
Yeah.
You got to get better at talking into your own head.
What?
Yeah, because that's normal.
Listen, sometimes there's a few people up there. Sometimes they get hungry.
Normally, there should be 1 person up there.
Sometimes there's 3 people up there, including yourself.
Okay, so 3 of you, I believe, are at Mausoleum, and 1 of you is not.
Is Bo and Rico still there?
By the time you actually roll your ass out of bed and make it to the bar proper, you see Bo and Rico is still there. Still there.
Wait, what? Why is it? Oh, because he might have come back. I kind of come out like a bit heated because I'm hungry and I'm kind of pissed at him. And I'm
Angry.
like, we call you in the middle of the fucking night when you give us a job and you don't show up, but you want to come get a fucking drink and then you'll show up?
I got here as soon as I could.
You messing with my boy?
We did what you told us to do, but I think we need to wait for Trash to get back so that we can talk about how our coterie is going to deal with the situation, because a lot more has been going on than we thought there was. And I'm kind of like digging my nails into my own palm as I'm talking to him.
I go and hold your hand.
That helps. I let go a little bit.
And as you dig your nails into your palms, you start to have your vision fades, and you start to have a vision, and you see a crown perched atop of a building in downtown Vancouver, and the name Alexander Devonshire. You can't see it, but you get the feeling that that is what's connected to it.
Devonshire.
And for Morgan, because he's digging his hands into his nails into his palms, and you reach down and you grab his hand, which I'm assuming is just like over the fist, and he just goes straight, like completely rigid, and then just falls over.
Oh no.
Can I roll to see if I can catch him?
Sure.
You are very strong.
Dex and athletics.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 this time, friends.
Yeah, you catch him.
Oh no, she didn't roll.
that was just the dice
Oh.
rolling.
I was going to say, holy crap, 6 successes? Yeah, you're like spinning him like a basketball.
3 successes, one of which is 10.
Okay. Yeah, you easily kind of, as soon as you grab his fist and he goes straight and then like starts to fall, that's when you kind of move in behind him and grab
Trust
him.
fall
But
exercise.
he doesn't actually, like ordinarily, if he, like, if somebody was passed out, they would like kind of go limp.
Yeah.
But he is straight as a board. Like he's kind of leaning against you like this.
I don't like this look because now it looks like I can't get angry without just passing out.
I drag him to the fainting couch.
Raz walks in on this, and for a second, he's like really proud. He's like, "Oh, someone else is using it," and then realizes that
Yeah,
Not just
there's
using it, but using it for the intended purpose.
there's actually several fainting couches, and they're both two of them are being used. One of them by your concubine, the other one by Insomnia.
I told them to get rid
Raz
of
is
it.
gonna head over to that individual and just make sure he's doing okay.
He is extremely pale because you guys have been feeding off of him quite a bit in the last month. And yeah, he could probably use a blood transfusion or something.
Oh dear.
Maybe some iron pills. I don't know.
Just
A
eat
cookie?
some spinach.
Okay,
Vomit.
yeah. Raz is gonna. Is he like awake or is he just like passed out?
He's still passed out.
Right, we'll deal with it later.
Get him some orange juice later or something. Yeah.
Raz will probably ask Maxine to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, right, it's fine. All right, I'll do that. And since we're probably going to have a lot more new viewers over the next little while, Maxine is kind of oldish. She could be 40. She could be 60. You're not sure. She is like sort of shortish black hair with like kind of gray streaks in it. And she sounds like she smoked about a billion cigarettes.
He's as immortal as the vampires.
And then Insomnia kind of wakes up.
Ugh.
But
Damn it.
before you wake up, you actually see a wolf and 2 kind of blood things going towards the crown.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wake up embarrassed that I'm not where I was when I was yelling at Bo and Rico. And then I'll just be like, this. I'll point at him, kind of worried that I'm gonna have another vision, and I'll be like, this isn't over. But like I said, I need to wait for Trash to get back because we are a team. And I'm like pausing between each sentence to see if I pass out again. And we make decisions as a team.
I run my fingers through your hair. Calm down.
That's helping.
Yeah.
It's helping, but at the same time, you can definitely tell that it's not helping.
Damn it.
While
I
it's,
say
It's, but it isn't.
I say
while-
it's helping.
yeah, while it's helping Insomnia kind of calm himself, it's not at all helping the intimidation factor if you're trying to appear that you're some kind of a threat towards Bo and Rico.
I don't know, being fawned over gives you some presence of power.
By one vampire.
Yeah.
Raz will go and sit on
Just
like
one.
the arm of the lounge and just like cross a leg and look at Bowen and say, well, we have a situation.
So I've heard.
Somnia, can we use your magic square to contact Trash?
I I pull it out. It's still covered in shit.
She's on the
It
way, you
doesn't work.
guys.
My phone literally doesn't work. It's covered in sewage right now. And
It's not my fault.
I'm like, no. But Morgan has a phone.
Oh yeah. Do
You
I have
know
her
what
number?
a phone is. But
I just give it to you again. I'm like, here, you can use mine. Call her.
Yes.
It's been a while since we recorded, and I totally forgot about the phone falling in the sewage.
I sit there looking at my phone or your phone for a second. I'm like, phone numbers. What's her phone number again? Shit. I put it in my old phone.
Does Raz not know?
I mean, the idea of knowing what a phone number is in the day of 2019.
You know, he might have it written down in his little contact book, so he'll take a
Great.
look.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to try typing in Trash's number just out of pure memory.
Oh God.
Hello, Molly Maid. How can I help you?
Let's get a... Where is Insomnia's character sheet? There it is. Let's go with intelligence and technology.
Cool. I love rolling things that are dumb, but still have the potential of making me hungry. All of these are hunger dice.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Rip.
2 successes.
You definitely remember Trash Panda's number.
I remember there was
Oh.
a 6 and a 9 in there because I thought it was funny.
You idiot.
I definitely got it. Okay.
And then I'll let you talk to her. Yeah.
604-555-6969.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like that's
Nice.
It's probably like-
I got that number for you. I definitely would have done something like that.
Yes.
It's true. You put in the request. Okay, so yeah, Trash Panda is getting a phone call from a number you don't recognize.
New phone. Who dis?
I hate you.
Oh, hey, buddy.
You need to get back to Maz. I don't know what fucking somersault, Hurricane Rada bullshit you're doing right now, but you need to get back to Maz
First of
right
all-
now.
First of all, you will take that back. Second of all, I am on the way, you asshole. I will be there.
What do you look, grappler or something? And then I hung up.
Can we say I took care of my cat, or do I have to take time now to go check on conditioner?
You could, yeah. Let's just fast forward past that part.
Okay. I just wanted to be clear that I'm taking good care of my kitty.
Yes, that's painfully clear. So yeah, you left enough food for the cat. The cat's kind of youngish, so it's grazing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fine.
It's a free fit. It's a free. You have one of those automated things.
Ooh, an auto feeder.
I made cats.
They come over to Insomnia's place so frequently.
You
Yeah.
check your app, and it's like got the thing where it like can throw the ball for the cat or whatever. All right, so Trash Panda eventually makes your way over to Mausoleum. And
I walk through the door and find my usual group.
We need to talk.
Yeah, apparently, because apparently you can't just freaking be civilized over a telephone call there, Nancy. What got in your knickers?
So much sewage.
Yeah. Well,
What?
technically they were yours.
What?
I didn't take your clothes. I'll just have you know I have respect.
I have lots of clothes to spare. What? We need, meeting room here. Like,
Let's go to the back. It might just be easier to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And Bowen needs to see as well.
Oh, hey, bud.
do I?
Well, just a sec. I think we need to talk first.
All right, just us then.
And then like get more dour as we get closer to the back room. you might want to prepare yourself, Trash.
It's quite the sight. No one's dead. Just no one's dead.
Just tell me what happened, guys.
We open the door and then kind of lead you in. Do you
want the good news or the bad news?
Just fucking tell me. I don't have to play this fucking game.
I kind of gesture towards a body that has no arms and is clearly Cassandra. And I'm like, we found her like this in the sewers. Well, technically a room in the sewers, but that doesn't matter.
Hanging on the hook.
Yeah. It was not dignified. Raz is taking it much harder than me for some reason, and I kind of rub Raz on the back.
Yeah, so like
Chris Summers was there too.
Oh yeah,
Also armless.
Yeah.
we found
my
Christopher
God,
Summers.
Christopher Summers has his arms though.
Oh, okay.
also looks bad though.
Yeah, have to.
Yeah, he looks really fucked up.
And then I gestured to a severed, leathery head on the ground. This guy was the one that did it.
Oh yeah, okay, that one's dead.
Yeah, he's pretty dead. Unless somehow
Clearly.
vampires can grow their bodies back out of their head.
I ripped him limb from limb, I say very excitedly.
Good for you. Actually impressed.
There's like a bloody chainsaw sitting next to his head as well.
I'm
That'll
going to start a
help.
trophy case.
That's fucked up.
It was a joke.
Still kind of.
No, I'm totally on board with this. Let's make a shelf, you and me.
So
I'm like that crazy aunt. It's like, yes, do it. I'm so proud of you. What else did you fucking do, newbie? I love this.
I killed an alligator, and I look really sad.
I'm just like,
there are apparently alligators in the sewer. I feel like you probably knew this, Trash, and didn't let us know at some point.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean-
Do you have a secret passageway from Mausoleum into the sewers? Is that yours? Did you make that?
huh? Steve, I have no
It's not.
knowledge of this.
You do not.
No.
I'm not convinced.
We need to cover that up.
There's something. Is it going into my room?
No,
Into the
The fuck's going in my
basement.
room?
to the basement.
The basement.
Yeah.
Mind wanting to show me where this hole is, and maybe we can brick it up.
Oh, we will.
It
All right,
will
now.
be gone soon.
Yeah.
There was something else down there. The
It
Nos
was
had.
me. No,
Wait,
I'm
is he
kidding.
in? Okay. The Nos,
Fucking Steve.
and I pointed his head, also had a cork board with all of our pictures on it.
Oh yeah, and then I undo the map and I hold it up.
What you see, Trash, is basically it smells mildewy, but it's like an old school folding map of Vancouver, and it has indents where thumbtacks used to be, and did you take the string as well, or?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there's a bunch of string that's kind of folded in with it, but it kind of looks like somebody would have put the thumbtacks on and pulled strings and stuff like that. And there's pictures that are taped in some places, glued in others, of you. Erasmus Insomnia is missing for his particular picture, but yeah, it's just you see Bo and Rico on there as well, Christopher Summers. And there are some people you don't recognize on there.
Not even a good picture. Disgusting.
I mean, that's why I
This
got
is
rid of
some
mine.
It's really not.
This is some weird revenge psycho fantasy conspiracy theory board. What the fuck is this?
And the
Is it
picture-
this guy? As I point to the head.
We think so.
I mean, I'm thinking that he was a weapon sent by either side or both. I don't know, because as that lovely Bruja said, as he busted into our bar and blew up my car again.
Oh, that guy.
Um.
And you still haven't told her about the new car.
Yeah. I'm on a
One
roll.
thing at a time.
On a roll because we
That's a shockingly good pun. Trash won't get that one.
Oh boy.
I feel like somebody told this Nos who to kill to make their stupid border rivalry bullshit seem more legitimate, or to spark the fuels, spark the flames, spark the fuel. Sure.
put the irons in
Fan
the
the
fire.
flames. Fan the flames.
None of this is helping me. Which is why I didn't want Bowen to come back here, because I don't know who the fuck we can trust at this point. If they're just trying to kill us for not choosing which side to be on, or whatever. Why else would you send a Nos after random people?
No, they sent a Nosferatu, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. What did I say?
Okay. You said Nos, and I was just like, so it's a Nosferatu? I didn't have time to ask because everyone kind of dogpiled in, so.
This guy. And I point at the leathery head again. But Morgan killed him real good. And apparently, I mean, we've been promised a great boon for killing this man. But at this point, I don't trust anyone.
Well, we got a great boon from who?
It was the Anarchs or the Camarilla. Who actually set us up for this job again, Steve?
That was the deputy for Bo and Rico.
Right, so it was the Camarillo. Bowen,
Camarilla.
I still say Camarillo.
Yeah,
Sounds like
you
a
would still
cigarette.
say Camarillo.
I'd just correct you anyways. Yeah.
Which is, Bowen sent us down there to kill him, which seems, I don't know, I'm not good at espionage. I'm just a hired gun, basically. I'm not set up for this conspiracy theory bullshit, so I don't know what you
Yeah,
guys
the only
feel like.
person who's really good at that would be Raz, actually. So
I'll turn to Raz.
It is my area, but I regret that it's my area.
What do you think about all this?
some really fucked up shit. That's all I'm
It's
gonna
very
say.
disturbing. I do think we're almost getting to the point that we're either going to have to pick a side or facilitate relaxing both sides and figuring out what actually caused all of the disappearances. I'm not convinced it's either side necessarily, but I do think each side believes it's the other side, which might be part of the ploy of whoever is doing it.
Who do the Nos usually work for? In general,
Well, it's not so much what clans work for who, really. It's you have two big, large factions, which are the Anarchs and the Camarilla, and you have a bunch of clans that work within those in a certain belief structure.
who runs the sewers is what I'm asking.
The city.
The Nos
Who
make up a
metaphorically runs the sewers?
Who's on first? Who would be in charge of a fucking Leatherface, as they called him, down in the sewers? Or is he just a free agent? Because apparently we're not allowed to be free agents, so someone has to be fucking commanding this Nos to kill us.
Any clues or indication of where this guy was sent from or working for, or did he make mention of a name? Do we have a name?
He got killed real quick.
It was an accident. I just
Morgan, you
didn't
ask
want him to
questions
chainsaw.
first, then name. Big difference.
In her defense, he did have a chainsaw in my arm.
He was gonna kill you. Yeah.
When she grabbed his arm and
Oh.
ripped it off, it was holding a chainsaw inside of me. So that was,
Oh my god.
kind of had to pick and choose, you know.
Rip.
Now that we're here, can I examine the map more to see if there's any things on it that we might have missed of what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a wits. And where's your character sheet? I seem to have lost your character sheet. There it is. Wits and awareness.
And awareness.
which is still more dice than Insomnia generally rolls.
I made my character
Yeah, but I
better
roll
than
'em
you. And yet, I only got one success.
Yeah, it's not really much more than what you have pieced together already. It's just, yeah, pictures. There's some people you don't recognize on there, and the pictures are really, really bad. It's like somebody took them with like a 3.1 megapixel camera. Like, they're just shit quality.
Does anyone have higher intelligence and want to look at this map?
Let's take a look. See.
2 intelligence.
Would it be wits and intelligence or
Wits and awareness, or wits and investigation, one of the two.
wits and investigation?
I mean, mine's like
3.
a 4.
Which I'm noticing that most of you are kind of lacking in now that I
Yeah,
take a
I
look
have
at your
2
character sheets.
investigation.
I have
I've
4.
got-
That would be 4 dice for me.
I've
That
got
would be-
5 total.
That would be 5 dice for you.
You seem like the best candidate for this.
Wits and awareness.
Yeah, can I take a look at it?
Go for it.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
You definitely, like when you were brought into the city, or when you came into the city, because, you know, there's some hidey stuff going on, you were introduced to the prince, and you recognize the face of Prince Bastian.
Oh. That's Prince Bastion.
Have I heard that name ever? I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, you would have heard that name.
So he was a target?
She was a target.
She was a target?
That is a large target.
I mean, if you're trying to make a dent in the city, why would they trust in us to do this? That seems stupid. Did I recognize that building from my vision at all?
You did not.
Did it look? Could I even tell if it was Vancouver or not?
Yeah, you definitely, like, you recognize it as being a building that's kind of near the convention center.
One more thing. I had another vision spontaneously and embarrassingly in front of Bo and Rico while yelling at him.
Oh.
Not the first time, I gather.
Turns out if I yell at Bo and Rico, I just have a vision, so maybe we should keep them around.
And for other reasons, maybe.
Does anyone have a pen? I feel like I should just write down all of my premonitions that I've been having recently.
Oh,
I'd give you a pen. Yeah, okay, yeah. Use Raz's pen. It's probably better.
It's
Probably a fountain pen.
Is it like a nice? Is it at least like one of those ones we have to like screw off the top, and it's got like ink in it?
Yes.
I'm impressed. I like look at
New
it for a
fashion.
while. I'm like, ooh, hello.
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
I
That's pretty.
flip over the map and I just start writing like every premonition I've had since like the whole events have started. So it's like the woman who's a human but was stabbed with a dagger, the 3 people that I've been seeing running around the city building with the crown on it that I don't recognize. I put like a big question mark over it as to like which one is it. What else have I been seeing? I write the name Alexander Devonshire.
Yeah, like, you don't know. It's kind of weird. You don't really, you know, it's connected to your vision as to why you're writing it down, but the name isn't actually in your head. You just write it down. Like, you know that that's what the name is, and then you just scribble it down. You're like, oh, okay, I don't know exactly why I wrote that name down, but I know exactly why I wrote that name down.
Seems
It's
fine.
very confusing.
I also
As-
like point at stuff and write down names of things that I've learned, like the name of the dagger and stuff like that. Just like full info.
Would Trasher I recognize that name?
Yeah.
For Alexander Devonshire, you maybe, let's get an intelligence and a code. This would be so much easier if we had like a kindred society skill.
That's only one success.
No.
Oh no!
Two successes, both 10s.
It kind of looks familiar. For Trash Panda, you're like, I think that could be one of the Ventru.
That name sounds like a venture name.
What's a Ventru?
It's fancy.
One of the different clans.
Oh.
They're all about money and business and stuff like that. You see like a really nice businessman walking around at night? Probably venture.
They're assholes. All of them.
Little
Well,
hoity-toity.
And Sonya has
Noted.
not had a very good experience with a couple of them.
He still wants me to pay for that table.
That's a lovely table.
I write venture
It
next
actually
to
was.
his
It was
name.
very, very long. As far as I'm aware, he's Ventru.
The
That's
thing
all I
bo-
got.
The thing that's bothering me the most is every time that I try to have a vision now, it's always about that fucking open field, or not open field, but that circle of hooded figures that I still haven't been able to recognize, and that woman in the dagger. So it's I feel like I'm being
Anything,
blocked by it.
worth thinking about that or looking into that there, Steve, personally.
Sorry?
I'm more than willing to think if there's anything I can recognize from that or think of from that. Like,
You don't. Yeah, you wouldn't recognize anything from that.
okay.
I feel like it's just me seeing, because I've been so focused on the dagger. I feel like it's just blocking me now. I would.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
No, this is in character.
Oh.
Sorry.
I still have an answer.
A
Raz,
pile of clothing in the corner says I have an answer.
have an
Shut
answer.
up, dude. No, that's Steve. The pile of clothes is called Steve. Shut up, Steve.
Raz is gonna point to like the werewolf, and like you said that you saw like 3 things heading towards the crown, right?
Yeah, I saw it. I'm pretty sure it's the same ones that stole the tablet that we were trying to get off the boat.
Right.
It was a dog and 2 blood things, which I'm pretty sure is a werewolf and 2 vampires. Otherwise, it's just a really bloody dog, it seems, running around the city.
Gonna be some kind of weird hybrid. That'd be weird.
And they're
So
running
is
for the crown.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's some
wonder-
bullshit that's like who runs the city. Like it's some. I don't think there's a big crown sitting on top of a building, but I could be wrong. There's.
Maybe we should
gotta
head to
ask,
this building.
I apologize for
I'm
asking
leader.
this, but is there a big dumb vampire crown? Can you be king vampire?
No.
Well,
Are your visions like metaphorical, or are you sure you're seeing real concrete things?
I mean, the building was concrete.
Well, because the BC Stadium kind of is shaped like a crown.
Ooh.
So I'm like, are people rushing there? I don't know I don't know anything about this, so I could just be.
I mean,
pulling
that's
at
good.
straws.
If I
Join the club.
if I can have my provisions and then you just dunk them, I'm okay with this whole situation that's going on. Literally, like, it depends. Sometimes, one time I had a vision of Legion's apartment and it led me directly to the tablet. Sometimes it's vague.
That was back when we were at Legion's apartment, though.
Wait, what was what is the setting of the vision with the woman and the dagger?
It's a clearing in the wilderness.
Okay, so it's not a
Sports stadium.
big soccer field.
No. Thanks for the idea, though.
Oh, man. Yes.
Just a rituals going on in
I don't know.
fucking BC place.
Oh, man. That'd be cool.
casual.
I mean, that would make sense. That would be good.
Maybe we should check this out. I mean, last time you had this kind of vision, something got stolen, did it not? Or was that after?
I'm pretty sure it got stolen before we showed up.
And then you had a
Sometime,
vision afterwards, didn't you?
well, I specifically tried to focus the vision when we were on the ship and saw the dog and the blood run away.
Hmm.
If insomnia describes the building, would any of us recognize it or no?
If he describes the building, you basically just you think it's something in the financial district.
Of course. So some asshole Venture's trying to be king vampire, put a crown on his building.
I think we're putting too much emphasis on the crown. I think the crown just means it's like a Venture headquarters or something like that.
Raz and Trash Panda would probably know this, but one of the things that is commonly associated with the Venture clan, like what their clan symbol used to be, was a crown. Or a scepter. Or a scepter.
It's probably what the crown probably represents. That's something important to the Venture, or it's their like HQ.
So is the werewolf and the two vampires going to fight the Venture, or are they returning?
Yeah, or are they working for the Ventru?
I know I said before we should go and check this out, but we might be walking into a trap. We might be walking into something where they could be seeing us coming.
Well, here's my
which is also a trap, which is the same word. So
this is why I wanted to talk to you guys, because we have something that they want, which is Christopher Summers. So maybe we don't have to go to them. Maybe we can get them to come to us.
That sounds good.
I mean, we were only specifically sent down there to get the Leatherface, which we did.
And they said to look for clues on Christopher Summers.
Yeah, clues, not his.
Not Christopher Summers himself.
Big clue.
I mean, I think that's
God.
hand in hand. Oh, hi, Betty.
like, is Christopher still alive? Like, I just see him.
Yeah, they're all torpedoed.
Torport. Okay.
Yeah, so they'll come back. They just need. Apparently, Raz says they just need some good blood. That good blood.
The good suck.
You want some suck?
But like, I mean, we fucking keep getting called to board meetings. Maybe we host one. What's the worst thing that could happen?
How do you
My
feel about this,
bar
Raz?
gets burned down.
Honestly, we have enough money to rebuild your bar.
Oh God.
Better than it was, but I kind of like put my hand on your shoulder. Better, more fancy.
Yeah, we can build 3 mausoleums.
I hate that I'm saying this, but we do have an escape route with the sewer system now. So we could
Apparently.
leave it.
That's true.
In case we need to escape.
I feel like we also need maybe some weapons just in case. We're running low on supplies and weapons.
Yes. Weapons, I need to do a hospital run. It has to be done.
And I'm
Obviously, we're going to
this,
take time to prep.
I'm going to put this out here. We also have enough money to renovate the bar. Maybe we make it look like we're more important than we actually are, and we're doing good, and we have more to offer in terms of bargaining.
Yes, I guess we're past the point of laying low, aren't we?
Like maybe Maz becomes like because you said we're like an established. This is your house or whatever they called it.
Yes, we're an established house now.
We're a vampire den. Like they've told us that if we're not going to choose sides, we basically have to be in the middle as a.
We are registered now, so
We're on
there's
the
no
list.
point in.
Wait, we're on books now?
We
Oh,
had
yeah.
to.
Yes, people know about us now.
Well, I knew that when that little snipe of an asshole came in and totally just was like, do the thing. I'm a Bruja. Fuck you, dude.
Then he blew up my fucking car.
Asshole.
Don't worry though, because that's the other thing. We have a new car.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, it's quite lovely.
The Anarchs are now also just fucking bribing us with dope ass cars. So
It's super fast, super quiet,
and it can blow up
at
and
the
shock
tip of
pigs.
a hat.
At any moment. Great.
Maybe
Lovely.
we make Mausoleum an establishment that when vampires walk into it, they know they're dealing with some hard ass motherfuckers.
I mean,
Yes,
we make
that
claim
describes
over.
us.
We can
Like,
put
we
a
make
plaque
claim
up
as-
that I killed an alligator.
She punched an out.
We just
Home of the woman
claim
that
that-
punches vampires.
Claim this area as like a no man's land. That sort of thing. I'm okay with that.
Oh no, it's our fucking land.
Like it's ours.
As
but
I
it's
point
no
to
one
Raz,
else's.
it's Raz's land. It's his bar.
Oh well. We're a coterie. It's all of us.
You've got a criminal connections, right, Trash? You could get us big weapons.
Well, I didn't say I have criminal connections. I'm well connected.
You could get us
Don't
big
ask.
weapons, right?
I can see what I can do. I
All
can
right.
see what I can do. There's nothing sly about it. I can see what I can do. Jesus.
I mean, the worst case, we die again, but we've all been there.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather die free than a fucking anarch or like freaking Camarillo. I'm not gonna Camarillo. There we go. I'm gonna say it like you. Camarillo.
Camarillo.
Fuck
Sounds
them.
like a cigarette. I mean, that's true. Morgan, you don't have to be a part of this. Like, I just turned you. You can go off and live your own vampire life if you want.
No, the whole reason we did this was so I could help you.
I feel like I'm sort of pulling you into
Someone has to help you make good decisions.
fuck.
She's got a point.
Yeah.
They
She
are
didn't have to
lacking on
say
that
it, though.
front.
Didn't have to
what do
rub it in. Okay.
All right, you know what?
We still
Let's
have to talk
renovate
to
the
Bone
place.
Rico.
Renovate, get some money, or get some weapons. I mean, we can turn in that great boon to just get fucking all the money in the world and just deck ourselves out.
Now we want to be a presence. We want to be serious. Let's do this.
All we have to do is turn that head. We can just say we didn't find anything about Christopher Summers for the time being.
Fair enough.
Why are we keeping this a secret? I'm not clear on what's happening.
We could wait until he wakes up and talk to him about it before we talk to other people about it.
And what does he want? Yeah.
I don't even know if we can trust him. I mean, I don't trust anyone at this point. Anyone who's got fucking fangs is probably trying to fuck us over somehow.
Can you blame us?
Yes.
And there's the entire message of Vampire the Masquerade, everybody.
Anyone with fangs.
Anybody with fangs.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
And
Right.
have a good night, everybody.
I mean, I'm not saying we stake Christopher Summers, but if he's not waking up for a bit, we probably have time to do this. How long does it take to come out of torpor by itself? Can you?
For everybody, I don't know if you guys actually pulled the stakes out. I can't remember. But both of them were
We
actually,
did.
both of them were staked. And when you pulled them out, they doesn't do anything. They didn't actually, like, you didn't notice any of the healing. It just, there's a hole in their chest, basically.
Kind of like, I mean, I'm in like full conspiracy mode now with the map and the pen. Like, I don't even know if we can trust Cassandra. Who walks into a shit dive like this and starts belting out amazing karaoke?
You. I mean,
she
not
does.
amazing karaoke, but you.
This was a safe haven for me when I got to this city. She had so many options and she chose Maz. I'm so sorry, Press. She
No,
had
it's
so many
true.
options.
I don't know why she would pick me out of everyone, honestly. It was a little too good to be true.
I think we have to take a step back. I think we are not thinking of anything clearly anymore.
Okay.
Last night, we were so adamant about getting the sheriff here, and now we're like, let's not even tell him anything.
I ate a little bit. I had my mind cleared.
We do still need to talk to him, though, don't we? I believe Bo and Rico had something to tell us.
I mean, we had to tell
We
him.
made him come here, and we said it was so urgent,
We
and
can
now
just
we're
tell
like,
him it's the
let's
head.
lie.
We'll just tell him it's the head. That's all we needed to get.
Okay.
I think we can vote on it, but I think we should just tell them everything.
I think we should hear out what he has to tell us as well. Because he said
maybe then decide from there.
he had other information. And yeah, perhaps we can go from there.
All right. I'm all down for getting more information.
Okay.
Agreed.
How long does it take to come out of torpor, though? Do either of you know?
I don't know.
I have torpedo.
Would Raz know? It's probably like we have to get
Raz
them
would
blood,
know.
right?
Yeah, basically once a vampire is beaten into torpor or basically ends up in torpor, it either occurs naturally over a long period of time, or you can wake them up with vampire blood that is more potent than their own.
So we got time.
Right now, you all
Yes, we have lots of time.
yeah, you all have like blood potency of 1. You would need blood potency of at least 2 or greater.
So someone else would have to wake them up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's
All
go
right.
talk to Bone Rico then. See what he's got.
Are we going to hide the body, or are we going to take the head outside?
I
Well,
mean, are
people
there
will be
people here?
arriving.
We could move the bodies into the other back room.
We can move the head into the business back room, and then
Take him in there.
yeah. I don't know about you guys feel, but I want to keep as many cards hidden as possible for the.
I want
time.
to keep that we have Summers on. We have Summers on like down low. Let's keep that definitely low. That's a card that we can play if necessary. Let's keep it for now.
Sounds good.
Yes. Are we going to tell Bowen about the map we found? Perhaps he'll recognize some of the faces.
I'm down for that.
You
Sure.
might be able to tell us who the people are. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you're gonna move the head, I'm assuming in a bucket or something, into the spare back room.
Yeah.
Some
You don't
kind of
wanna,
heavy
like-
duty glad bag or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want to like bring that out in the open.
Nope.
It's a Halloween.
It's
prop.
Halloween, yeah.
It is Halloween. Almost Halloween.
Halloween decorations.
Getting close. Okay, so you're gonna bring that to the spare bed back room with the map,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna go with Bowen. And at this point, I'm gonna have a bit of a break because I have to plug in my computer.
Nice.
And action.
What a beautiful transition.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
I know, right?
Fading in.
Nice.
Matt Murder will be so proud. Or Mercer.
None of that hour of conversation is in.
All right. So, who is going to be the duly elected representative to go and get Bo and Rico?
I'll go get him. We're cool.
Yeah, I
Ash
yelled
knows
at him.
him.
I don't want to go talk to him yet.
I say we're the same. So yeah, march on out. No Bowen. Do we know what room we're talking to him in?
The business
one?
back room.
Yeah.
Not
business
the,
back room?
one.
Business.
not the fun one.
Does that mean we have to
Yeah,
move the bodies into the fun one? I just want to establish this.
Oh no, we
No.
had them in there because we did.
Yeah.
We wanted them
They
to be
were,
comfy.
yeah, already.
Oh, we
there.
started
'cause
them in
we had-
there. Okay.
We had the joke about the sex swings in the last one.
See, and I thought that meant that we put them in the other one,
Yeah.
but I'm glad it
no.
actually happened.
Comfort of sex.
Yeah. I was like setting up pillows around Cassandra so she's nice and comfy.
Poor Matt has no idea what he's going to be walking into.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure this is just every vampire game.
It definitely.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, so I go, in that case, once we know where we're going, I go out and I see Bo and Rico and I'm just like, just the sign, like, bring a drink.
Gets up. Well, yeah, he doesn't have a drink.
We don't have anything to drink.
He gets up and he walks into the back room, walks up to you like, took you long enough.
I had to get caught up. Come on.
All right, he goes with you.
I'm like turning to Raz. I'm like, do we present it? Do we have it like sitting on a table with like
I hold it up by
Yeah,
the
let's-
hair.
Jesus?
Raz
you,
is
an
just gonna
Uruk-hai?
braid.
I
Raz
make
is
my way
gonna
to
put
the
a braid
door.
in it.
Why are you putting up? Stop touching it.
Oh
Does
no,
he have
I
a-
just want it to look nicer.
Does it even
Put my
have
hand
hair?
on the
Probably
doorknob.
Probably
it-
like have two strands.
yeah, there's like scraggly bits of
Now they're
hair. It's like,
beautifully braided. One tiny pathetic little braid.
yeah,
I
like,
open the door and walk in.
yeah. What you could see of the hair, it's basically kind of like the Hulk Hogan. Like, there's long bits at the back, but it's basically just all bald up top. Yeah, it's,
Friar Tut, but with a mullet.
yeah.
Yeah, a blonde mullet.
I'm trying to stop Raz as Bowen walks in.
No, just let me.
Literally me next to Bo, just like,
So are we allowed to speak normal now? Because we're not on the phone. I can say what's happened.
I closed the door.
Unless this place is bugged, yeah.
Don't
No,
think
Raz is
so.
an expert at finding bugs.
This is true.
This is a bug-free environment. There are no insects whatsoever.
None at all.
So this is the asshole that's been causing you guys so much problem.
Did you get a name?
He struck very quickly, and so did we.
But he did have
not-
this, and I show the map.
As you're holding it in one hand, you pull out the map.
No, because Raz was braiding his hair, so I let him deal with the head.
Oh, so now Raz is holding it?
Yeah.
By the one braid, Raz is just like,
I mean, I'm assuming you don't recognize him then, Bowen?
I generally don't have Nosferatu on file, honestly.
I mean, we have
Yes.
him now, so maybe someone in your circle will recognize him. But
I don't know, probably. It
As
seems
Morgan-
pretty new if his head's still around.
What?
good
do Nos
point.
lose their heads? Just a bunch of headless vampire running around?
You guys are so new.
Anyways, Morgan-
Basically, what happens is, because I've done this far more than my fair share, if you kill a vampire, its body ages to the state that it was in before
oh,
it
yeah,
got embraced.
Right, I remember.
So,
Made that
if its
joke.
head
about
is
turning
still
30.
around, that means that it's kind of a young vampire.
Hmm.
Kindred, whatever the fuck we're calling them these days.
Haha!
Fangy boys.
Fang friends. I don't say that.
If you did, I would roll my eyes at you.
But as Morgan said, we also got this.
Unfolds it.
It's a map.
It's
Oh, man, you're gonna make me roll shit. What the fuck, man? I was doing so well, not rolling anything.
to see if he doesn't recognize the map. Doesn't know what a map is.
No, it's to see if he knows some of the people on it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he takes a look at it and he goes, I don't recognize some of the people, but from the looks of it, that's the vast majority of the kindred in the city of Vancouver.
All
Are
of
they all
them?
Camarilla?
All of them.
The vast majority.
How many pictures are there?
There's, I think, a dozen pictures.
There's only a dozen vampires in the city?
I didn't say that. There's more than that, but these are the major players.
Oh,
We're
you're over
included.
there.
Not the time, guys.
But oh yeah.
So what do you
Well,
make of something like
There
this?
was some sort of webbing between all of the photos as well.
Like actual webbing.
Well, a string used to show connections between the photos and places.
It's like a conspiracy board. But
Kind
It
of.
is a conspiracy board.
I don't know if it's conspiracy so much as target board. It's like a serial killer's target.
It's crazy. Okay, why are we looking into crazy?
Was there anything else down there?
Not really, no. It was his hive or whatever you call Anas's home.
So much sewage, Bowen. So
And an
There are
much
alligators.
sewage.
There are alligators in Vancouver sewer?
Yeah.
Don't
We
say
didn't know.
Don't say that like that's a common thing.
You're unfamiliar with the Nosferatu clan, aren't you?
Very much so. They are.
They don't pay.
Yeah.
Full
Well, they
stop.
pay in information. That's their stock and trade.
And apparently are hired killers.
Well, not generally, no. Banu Hakim would be the ones you'd probably go to for that kind of action.
Yes, those are words.
Didn't you say you had more information on something involving this whole flippity gibbet?
Okay, I don't know what a flippity gibbet is.
Oh, you're so young.
But from what I understand, there was some chatter from somebody named can't remember the name, honestly. It's
Alexander
But there is some-
Devonshire.
why would you bring that name up?
You know, sometimes a guy goes stiff and a name jumps in his head. You've seen that in action.
It's one of the
Crazy.
Ventru in the city, and he is not on this map.
Fuck.
That's curious.
No, that's telling.
That's interesting. For him,
Powerful venture. I mean, they're all got their thing, but like high up.
yeah, and he basically kind of puts his hands on the map. I'm assuming you put it down at some point
Yeah.
on the table.
Yeah.
So he like puts his hands on the map, twists it so that he can see like north, south, etc. And he goes, Victor's on here. Nixodon is on here. The Prince is on here. Mandrake's on here. Devonshire is not on here.
Is Cassandra on it?
Cassandra is on there, but her thing was glued on, and it's got the big red X on it.
Right.
Where's on this map is Alexander's, like, I assume business, if he's a Ventru.
It's pretty close to the convention center. And he points out, like, on the map which building it would be. And it's...
Is it the building from your vision?
If I think of where that is in the city,
Well, because Steve said that it was near the building you saw was near the convention center.
Yeah, like you can't really, you can't tell because it's like a flat 2D map and it doesn't really bring anything up. Like if you're looking at it through Google Maps, no problem. You'd probably recognize it. But you can tell definitely from this map that it is really close to Agamemnon Industries.
Wait, so Victor was on there? So they're not just attacking vampires.
Victor is the Ventru Primogen.
Wait, who was the werewolf that was helping us?
Lucas, he's not on there.
That was Lucas.
Oh, for some reason I thought his name was Victor Lucas. Wait, that's a real person. Okay, so our only bet is that Alexander is the one that was telling this Nos to kill these people.
That's a theory I have.
Because I don't know. A sewer-dwelling Nos doesn't seem like the type to come up with a plan to kill all the vampires in the city by himself.
What do you think, Bone Rico?
Yeah, he's got a point. And it's not the one on the top of his head.
What? I don't know.
So should we go there? Are we going guns blazing? Are we?
We
what's
don't
our
have
next
guns.
step?
Like I
have my arms.
Okay, easy there, Tex.
She's so young.
We've got Raz, who's got my old pistol that's got like 3 bullets in it probably. I gave you my other pistol, which also is running low. I've got a rifle that can't be long for this world. We got a dull knife, and then 2 ladies with punch fists. That's what we would go into a vampire den with.
And not just any den. A higher class Ventru is bound to have people.
Yeah. And security.
Protection, security. Absolutely 100 people we have to go through. This is like a fail Kill Bill situation. And yes, I've seen that movie.
Also, another Ventru told me recently that killing another vampire is generally frowned upon.
But we don't have to kill him. We just have to talk to him.
I mean, we could set up a...
Listen here, Morgan. People are out to kill us in this world. You don't get far with talking.
Should we bring this to someone higher up? I feel like leaving it in our hands is playing with fires that none of us want to get near.
Mm.
I mean, Bowen's pretty high up.
So this is your problem now.
Wow.
Do you
Technically,
suggest?
it's all my problem.
I mean, we literally were hired to go into the sewer, find out information. We found some information. I believe there was a boon on the table.
There was.
I kind of I gesture.
Gimme.
I know it's not a physical thing that they give out, but I'm like, is this head and map an exchange for that boon?
Yeah, it'll do.
Cool.
So there was nothing else down there?
Like I said, it was his den.
All right. Well,
There's a secret
and the-
passage.
and the dead alligator that I'm guessing I'm going to have to deal with.
Sorry.
Nixodon on the phone.
And the body of this guy. The rest of this vampire. It's somewhere in the soupy mess. Was there... Oh, there were there were other people down there that weren't Christopher Summers and Cassandra, right?
There were other people on the
Hanging.
hooks, but they weren't vampires.
Yeah, I'll just tell him that he had victims, but beyond that,
Yeah, there were some
They were
nasty hooks.
displayed.
yeah. Dude had a real Leatherface vibe going on.
Well, yeah, that's generally why we gave out the nickname Leatherface. It's occasionally when the Nosferatu embrace somebody, they kind of go a little bit loopy.
And they just pick a random slasher movie to emulate themselves on.
No, they just go around and kill a bunch of people, but they look like whatever that movie is.
And then we make the association.
Dude had a chainsaw. I look
Like
at
Leatherface.
I look at everyone. I'm like, you're not seeing the connection,
No.
Get it? We've seen the movie. It's
Morgan.
I'm like, oh, Texas Chainsaw.
Dude's not,
Massacre.
dude's not walking around with a
The chainsaw came from Texas.
come from Texas, yeah.
Those aren't even the worst ones. The ones you really have to look out for are the Cleopatras.
What's that?
Well,
Like-
Nosferatu can be kind of dicks sometimes. So occasionally they grab somebody off the street that is pretty, like an Instagram model or Instaface, something or other, whatever thing.
Mm.
Ugh.
Somebody that looks good, and they embrace them, and then they turn ugly, and then they get real bitter.
Oh.
What a waste.
I'm like looking at the head to see if it turns pretty.
I'm looking
Nope.
at Insomnia, who's just like, this could be you. This could have been you.
Yeah, if that MySpace page. So are we needed for the next stage of this?
Next stage of what? We don't actually have any solid evidence. There are other vampires that aren't on this either. You just happen to mention one of them.
Yeah.
True.
and I-
Yeah, with a bunch of accusations thrown around without any evidence either.
Yeah, I don't know how much vampires how much weight they put on premonitions.
Not about as much as humans do.
So we have to gather evidence.
Well, I'm
Oh, dear.
specifically trying to be as vague as possible because I still like the idea of us holding more cards. So I'm basically like trying to convince him that like our end of this bargain is done. And if you guys need us, we'll be available. You know where we are, and you are most of the time.
But don't you want to
boom.
figure out who did this? This is out of character.
Oh yeah, I do, but
Not working with.
not with Bowen.
Them?
I want to keep Bowen in the dark. Like I told you guys in the other room, like I think we could potentially work. Like I don't trust anyone right now, so the only ones that I trust are in this room, except for Bowen. In the back, I said the only people I trust are in this room.
Okay.
So I want to get out of this job so that we can then come up with an actual solid plan.
Right.
We could possibly trust Bowen, but I think leaving him in the dark as much as possible right now, and then
Right.
maybe using him in the future.
Okay. Then I
I mean-
stop talking.
That was all flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. But listen, some of us were on this map. Very unflattering pictures.
Yeah, I know, really.
Yeah.
Shit.
So clearly we were targeted, but we have our own thing going on. We're available whenever you guys come up with more information, but it's not our job to plan. We're weapons if the price is right in whatever vampire bullshit political battle might happen in the future.
Right. Anyway,
Okay.
the boon has been recorded with the harpies,
Nice.
and I'm going to take these. Thanks for putting it in a plastic bag, which is more Masquerade protecting than I've generally seen out of you guys.
I was gonna say, I thought of this. Thank you. Of all the people.
It's just like it's a like BC liquor store bag because we buy like actual liquor. So.
Yeah, so he grabs the bag with the head in it. Well, he opens the bag, pushes the head off the table into the bag, and it leaves like a slime blood smear that makes at least two of you rather unpleasantly skin crawly.
Ugh.
He grabs the
I
map.
remember that feeling.
All right. Then he just leaves.
See ya.
Yeah, you don't get a response.
Well, I think that went well.
That's
Why
not
do I
Bowen's
like
style.
him? Fucking.
I don't know. He seems like your type.
Plaid. He has dad energy.
Yeah, strong stepdad energy.
Out of character, definitely, but in character, I could do better.
Chris Jericho.
So
Please.
yeah, I mean, I feel bad because I feel like you guys do trust Bowen, but I don't really.
Well,
For now, I'm comfortable leaving him out of it. We don't have real evidence, and the bodies aren't going anywhere. We can
Yeah.
protect them. No one knows they're here.
Plus, if
Exactly.
we're the ones that show up randomly with Christopher Summers, might
Not
look
going
bad.
to look great.
I mean, it's gonna look worse now that we've hid him here.
we'll just say we found him somewhere else. I don't know. We'll come up with something. We always
It's on
do.
record that I disagreed with this idea, but okay.
We can always come clean and tell them that we lied. It's fine.
there is no record. No one wrote this down.
We can wake him up and he'll say we weren't the ones that did it, okay?
Yeah, make sure that's the first thing you say when he wakes up. Where am I? We didn't do it.
I'm sure he knows where he was when he got attacked. And it
We
was
might not have seen who it was, though.
whatever. We'll come up with a solution in the future.
We'll figure it out.
That's future Coterie problems. I think we do have to prepare, though, because we are not in a good position to be supported by either side. And we need to
Actually,
get some
yes.
weapons. We need to reinforce this place and make it look pretty. Emphasis on making it look pretty.
Not stronger. Just
Strongly
aesthetic.
agreed.
Listen, a strong face is a strong defense.
Sure.
Well put.
Thank you.
You're here.
So what are you saying? We're gonna get supplies?
Well, we still
Makeover,
have like
makeover.
we have like 1 million, don't we? Still, from like not just this boon that we just got. I think you can renovate a bar with less than 1 million and still buy some guns and stuff.
In Gastown, Vancouver?
That's why I'm saying Trash has the connections. When I say weapons, I mean like fucking. I'm sick and tired of fighting a Nancy's without a goddamn grenade or something.
Woo!
So if Trash has connections to get like explosives and fucking shotguns and shit,
Okay, now we're going unrestricted here. All right, this is going to be a little bit more complicated, I'm sure.
I mean, he assumes that you have those connections.
Well, you know what assuming does.
Makes an ass out of you.
And me.
It's correct.
Yes. You have to say both of those because that's how you spell fucker. Anyways.
That's my plan. I'm leaving.
Bye. Does no one say bye anymore? Shit.
I don't understand what the plan is. Why are we so focused on renovating?
Well,
We don't
okay.
have any. We have 2 dead
Renovations-
bodies.
Renovations can come later. Yes, I agree.
What's your suggestion then, Morgan? Any ideas?
I'm not the
Seriously.
one that needs to come up with ideas. I don't know what's going on.
It's okay. We can stick them in some of the spare coffins.
It's good.
We have
Like,
spares.
I'm specifically suggesting we renovate so that we look like a legitimate establishment when we bring in like fucking Ventru and Anarch leaders to try to
Sure.
bargain and make a deal.
That's more like a
end?
long-term
For what-
goal, though.
For what end, though? I mean, at this point, we're just trying to get rid of Christopher Summers. We could just bury him.
I specifically don't want to be involved with their stupid fucking war. So I'm trying to garner some sort of solution between the two of them where, hey, we killed the guy who was the hand at killing these people. We have an idea. Just leave us out of it.
Well, we're already being left out of it from what you've.
No,
Said
people
with-
keep coming to our fucking doorstep and trying
Well, I
to
don't
make-
think that we're able to just be burying our heads in the sand anymore.
Well,
Kurt.
having some of their people show back up might calm them down a little bit. Because I keep getting this feeling that we're being thought of as the person who, or some people that are causing some of this. And
Right. So the only way that we can make that not happen is proving who is actually doing it, which means we have to actually do something.
And find out who's doing it.
Yeah.
So we get weapons, and we go talk with this Ventru
Yes.
and try to get information. No shooting unless they start.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
Trash.
We can punch though. Punching is
Yes,
fine.
Raz. Thank
Oh,
you.
God. Try not to. We don't want to die, really die.
I mean, how much is a venture going to tell us?
Nothing for a price.
Depends what we offer.
Now you're thinking on the same lines as I'm thinking. These bodies aren't just friend of ours and guy we met once at Rock Shop. These are bargaining chips to get us the fuck out of this and hopefully solve something. I don't know.
Okay, but I'm not comfortable selling Cassandra,
No. they
even
didn't-
if she's
never
part of a
said-
big conspiracy.
They
Oh,
never
no.
said that she was missing. In fact, we could wake her up if we find a way to.
Maybe that's what we should do first, because she's going to have information that'll help us. Hopefully.
But to do that, we're going to have to tell someone about her because we are not capable of waking her up.
At which point we lie and say that someone dropped her off at our bar as a threat.
It's a warning.
Or something. Yeah.
There's a warning.
That's an easy lie. I can sell
That's
that.
easy.
I can spin the fuck out of that one.
Oh, totally can lie that one.
Bowen's probably
I do
capable
have that
waking
kind of a
people up.
specialty.
No, he's gone now. Bowen's gone now.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of someone who's powerful enough to wake a vampire out of their. How do we know how powerful Cassandra was? She was very good at singing.
Well, we needed 2 or higher, is what Steve said earlier.
I think it was
For
just
blood
one
potency.
higher.
Just one higher.
Yeah.
2 or 1.
So it has to be 2 or more, yeah.
I asked Raz if there's a way to tell how strong a vampire is to find the appropriate person to wake them.
Not really. You
I mean,
can
we
make
all-
guesses.
We all drank Cassandra's blood. We can take a guess at how potent it was. I'm like looking around as I shrug very heavily.
Don't think you can taste it.
It didn't taste any more potent than anyone else's blood in that particular blood orgy, I want to
Yeah.
say.
Blorgy.
Blorgy.
Do we have any other friends that we
Orgy.
can contact?
I have contacts that I haven't like spent all of, but most of mine are like rich fail sons who go to clubs. I need to go eat one of them soon.
We know people, but I don't know if they're friends.
I've only got connections in there. I think they're all human.
Do
I
you?
mean, Raz's sire would well fall into that category.
Raz, you okay? You look like you just thought of something horrid. That or farted. I'm not sure.
I don't think we can do that.
I
Right?
know,
I'm sure we can.
I know a man
That could help us.
A man, a vampire man.
that would be capable, yes.
Great, let's call him.
Cool. Who is he?
You both are terrible at reading the room. Clearly, Raz is uncomfortable bringing this person up.
Well, it's the only
Raz is
person
like-
that we have.
And
If we have another option, I would prefer it. But if really this is the last we can do, I can't leave Cassandra like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's important.
And literally, like, the only people that I can think of are assholes. And want us dead, probably.
Well,
And
my
there's the other
sire-
message of Vampire the Masquerade.
Assholes who want us dead.
My sire would be potent enough to perform resurrection.
Oh.
Are you guys on good terms?
How do we even get a plane out to Transylvania?
Why do you?
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, the thing is, I haven't actually talked to him in a couple 100 years.
Jesus.
100, give or take.
Did it end badly, or is it just one of those things? Just haven't picked up the phone, you know? You
knew
and
you were
phones,
old.
apparently.
Didn't end great. I messed some things up. Not proud of it. Mm. But I think after 100 years, he might find it in himself to forgive me for it.
Perfect.
Maybe.
I'm like, yeah.
That's the best lead. I'm pretty sure my sire was killed a long time ago.
Mine definitely was.
Yeah.
Oh dear. All right.
If you're comfortable with
I-
it. I don't want to put you on. Like, we can come
Oh.
up with a different plan if we need to.
We can tell Bone Rico. But you don't want to do that.
I mean, we could wait a night and say Cassandra showed up on our doorstep as a threat. That's all I'm saying. But if I'm assuming just Dracula is available.
Dracula
Yes.
is your sire?
Good Lord.
That's really cool.
His sake.
That's like famous. That's like 2 Degrees Kevin Bacon.
Who is
Nice.
Kevin Bacon?
No, he's definitely probably a vampire.
Oh my god. No, clearly Kiefer Sutherland is, because he played one so well. Obviously, you guys.
But in all honesty, like, how did you even contact him? Can you contact him?
I have contacts in the community. I think I might be able to find him. Might take a bit of time.
I mean, if you're okay with that.
Well, if
To
it's
be
kinda short.
honest,
we could see if it takes so much time in the morning. If we don't hear from them, then we could call Bone Rico.
he is an older vampire. There are some questions we could potentially ask him. I'm curious if he knows anything about these tablets.
Hmm.
So he sounds like a pretty good contact. We'll be here for you if shit hits the fan.
Thanks. Right. I am going to go write out something to say.
Aw.
The vampire bird's there for you.
True.
Yes.
So you're going to go contact who you would have to contact to get in contact with your sire.
Az is going to try to find his sire.
It is about 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. All right.
I will definitely say though, like we've all had some kind of weird, crazy beef with our sires. So that's for sure.
At this point, I'm wondering if Morgan is detecting a trend.
I need to
Wits-
find a new person to feed on, or you need to get your ass in gear and get us some more blood.
Wits and Wits and Occult for Erasmus.
Rating. Only one success.
It takes a bit of time, but eventually you track down somebody who you know would know where your sire happens to be. He
Where
travels
he
a lot.
happens to be. Yeah, well, yes. All right, whereabouts is he?
He's somewhere in Kentucky.
Kentucky. All right.
It's Loggins, isn't it?
The
Transylvania is
Colonel.
in Kentucky.
I don't know. He's probably travels.
And do I have any way to contact him without actually physically going to Kentucky, or am I going to have to make a trek?
You would have means of, like, it'll take a while because you know that he definitely doesn't have a phone. So there would be like courier and stuff like that to try to get a hold of him.
All right. So once I figure this out, we'll go back to the rest of them. All right. I think I know how to get a letter to him. It's going to take a bit. He's apparently in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think that that's where he would be.
Is that
He
closer?
travels.
Is that closer than you had thought before, Raz? Like, how you doing there?
Different continent.
Bulgaria?
What? Doesn't matter.
I'm very hungry. I can't think of places.
Right. I will do a hospital run as soon as we have food.
I mean, I need to find another Morgan, basically.
Hey, I'm irreplaceable.
I know.
It's true.
I mean, listen, it's no secret that I broke the Masquerade to have our situation. I'm willing to do it again.
What are you at right now?
3 hunger. And I like to roll a lot, so.
Well, you could. How does it work if I let him drink from me? Do I gain a hunger?
Yes.
We could do that.
Well, hon, aren't you still kind of roughed up from the other day? How much do you have?
I'm at 1 hunger, but I still have 1 superficial damage.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
you're still healing up, kiddo. Okay, if anything, you know what? You need consent. Fuck it, I consent. I get out of rest.
I don't consent.
Okay, shit. You're injured. You're not in your good, healthy headspace.
I'll be
I
fine.
am. I'm on endorphins. I'll be fine.
Endorphins.
Um,
Let me just get something ready, just in case.
I'll be okay. I'll find someone.
I
Why
am
don't we go to a
getting something
club?
ready.
We have one.
No, a good club.
I mean, to be fair, this isn't a club. That's true.
Just take me.
Sorry, Raz. This is a great lounge bar. I'm talking about like drugs and whatnot.
Oh, you mean like Republic and shit?
A club.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Republic. It's a club. It's shit.
I'd be willing to do that. I need to find. I imagine there are like people that go to clubs that are like into being drank by vampires, and I probably would know a bit of.
There certainly are.
Those
I would
places.
probably know because of how I used to live.
That's true.
Okay.
Do I have to roll or can I just be like, let's go to blank?
Hey, there's a buddy in the background.
He's scratching his chin.
Like, I'm willing to come back here once we've established what we're doing, but I need to I need to take care of this.
You need to eat.
He's
Yeah.
jonesing.
Not everyone can go out into the back alley and drink a mugger. You as well, yeah. I was
I
talking to both of you. I was looking in both of your directions.
You can too? That's news to
Oh,
trash.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
and I have
Morgan-
stories to swap.
Morgan, I'm going to get a roll from you. Let's go with an intelligence and investigation.
1, 2,
Quattro.
only 4. Two successes.
Yeah, you definitely know of a place that Insomnia would be able to go to that people are a little more loosey-goosey than usual with regards to people feeding on them. Like, since you've become a vampire, you definitely recognize now that, oh, that's what they were doing.
All right. I'm gonna go do that. I'll be back in a few hours. Hey, buddy.
He's a vampire
Buddy's
too.
feeding.
Buddy the vampire cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that and try to find someone who's cool with it. Who's cool with it?
Great.
Actually, Trash actually kind of wants to actually chit chat with Morgan. I don't know if she kind of have a spur of inspiration to, I don't know, kind of big sis for a bit.
Ooh.
All right.
That's weird. Do Kelly things first, though. Ours is.
You two get along. I'll be
Can
back.
Can
In a
Raz
few
go
hours.
with Insomnia? Because he's feeling a little hungry too.
Yeah.
And it's a good place to pick up new
Hookers.
concubines.
I believe the word is heard.
Thank you, Mrs. Taft.
Oh, sweet.
Subtle
we
as a
can-
cock in the face. All right.
I love my friends. I really do.
Poor Matt. All right, so you guys are going to go to, let us insert a club name here, because that's not my scene. Let me look at-
Celebrities. I like the idea of celebrities being a place that you go if you like being drank by vampires.
What about that
They
bear
don't
one?
necessarily have.
Oh, Pump Jack?
Yeah.
They have back rooms, that's for sure.
I don't know if that would be.
I've been to that one.
I don't know if Insomnia would.
You
be
remember
that.
when you've been to that one because they look at you like lunch.
Yeah, Pump Jacks is rad, but I feel like Insomnia likes the
Every
like.
time we go, Kelly gets free drinks from strangers.
Hey, it's the only time. It's the only time that a guy can get free drinks is going to a gay club. I think like Insomnia is into the more like chic clubs. There was one on Davie Street called like 15 something that was kind of like wannabe posh.
Okay, And-
He'd go to that one.
we've already covered the third message of Vampire the Masquerade.
Wannabe
Where-
posh.
No, the only, way a guy can get free drinks is to go
Is that
to
a gay bar?
club.
That's a good takeaway right there.
It's probably easier for male vampires to feed at the gay club. So,
Yeah.
are you guys going to which one did you say? The one that
It's like 15 something. I can't remember. One sec. I don't even know if they were open in October. I think they might be closed already. 15 16 something.
Oh, it's the world of darkness and COVID
Are you
hasn't.
thinking of 12 West?
No, just come up with a 15 16. Sure, they named themselves after the beer because they suck.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
feel like
so
I'm gonna work extra hard to try to get 2 because Insomnia feels uncomfortable with Raz's method of picking people up. So I'm
Okay.
gonna offer to try to get somebody through legitimate means, not using coercive magic. If you're okay with that.
Speaking of coercive magic, are you using anything, Erasmus?
You can lie to me. It's fine.
Raz will let Somnia do the collecting, but he'll probably still use his lingering kiss
Okay.
so that it.
In order to help facilitate any people coming up to you guys, would Erasmus throw on awe at all?
Oh yeah, let's do that too. Heck it.
This is going to be the best
Bring
roll
him
ever.
in.
If you let me do persuasion with advantage, because like this is what I do, this might be the biggest roll I've ever done.
What is
Okay.
it? 6 dice?
No.
I know Matt Mercer is going to be showing up at some point, but this isn't D&D. There's no advantage.
My
Wow.
specialization.
You were close, though. Close. So for Erasmus, let's get your manipulation plus your presence rating. And you're going to be going against the composure and intelligence of some average schlub that's in the bar. And fuck, you're going to be able to beat that. No problem.
So it's not just an average slub. It's an attractive slub.
In general, I'm going to do like a kind of average roll for like the entire group.
It's cool.
It's 5 successes and 2 are 10s.
Jesus Christ.
So we just like we're
Hey,
looking,
B.
Shit.
we're looking fine. And the moment we walk in, just all eyes on Raz.
Everybody looks at Erasmus because I rolled 4 dice as kind of the average of everybody that was in there, and there was 1 success. So, yeah. Like everybody looks at Raz, and everybody's picking up what Raz is putting down, if you catch my meaning.
You want some fuck?
Oh, my people.
I'm not okay with this. I don't like being the ugly friend.
I think
No,
Insomnia is
you're
going
the
to be.
duff. You're the
Raz will swing an
designated
arm
ugly
over.
fat friend.
Yeah.
I'll pick up your scraps, I guess.
So that is like 8
Wow.
successes, and that just absolutely destroys anybody else in the building. So yeah, everybody, like, you walk up to the bar and there's already like 2 drinks waiting for you,
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Nice.
darlings.
and there's like Insomnia is kind of getting mildly elbowed out of the way because there's like the crowd that's kind of forming around Erasmus.
Raz will like put an arm over him so like he can like, kind of keep him close. Like,
I hate this. This is my scene. This is not a fucking art gallery in 12th century museum opening. This is a modern day establishment playing my music. You can't hear me. I am
And
saying this, but you can't hear me.
the
A
music
little salty,
is-
Sally?
darling, what are you?
The music is mildly overpowering to Erasmus, but
Oh yeah, it's
You
a
know.
lot. He's like uncomfortable, but trying to.
like you can feel the reverberation in your chest, and
It's
you're
kind of
just
giving you a
like,
pulse again.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Yeah.
God, is that my heart?
am I having a
Oh,
reverse
man.
stroke? Like, yeah.
What if that's why Insomnia likes going to the club so much, is because the
Makes-
beat kind of feels like a
It's almost
heartbeat.
a heart.
Makes them feel alive again. Like the hunt,
Sad.
the
Yeah.
allowing people to feed off of them. Yeah, it just, that definitely draws you back into being more human.
Man, I am fucking upset then, because this is where I come to feel human again, and you're just taking over.
Raz is probably gonna lead some people out to the dance floor and just like real casually take a couple careful nibbles in places that won't be obvious from probably a couple people.
Having never been in that particular club,
It would be extremely easy to do.
yeah, extremely. I'm assuming dark and like laser light shows. Standard.
And I know
Okay.
your character's old, but maybe just don't bust out the Dance of the Seven Veils or whatever it is. Salome.
He'll probably like watch for a little bit and then like try to kind of awkwardly gyrate.
Dex and athletics.
It also doesn't really matter how well you dance in a club. It is
Yeah.
just
Doesn't,
literally
no.
about moving together to the music.
I'm just
And
doing it
moving
for
your-
comedic effect at this point.
1 success.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Nobody cares because there's Buddy the Vampire Cat,
Yeah.
our unofficial official mascot of Vancouver by night. Vancouver.
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 Yeah, so nobody notices that you're not an expert at dancing, but nobody cares.
Perfect.
And like what Insomnia sees is like the crowd of people kind of, they're all jostling for position to try to get a little closer to Erasmus and try to.
Raz is gonna completely like just not pick up on Insomnia's like uncomfortableness and like try to wave him over, like, oh, come get some.
Come get some fuck.
I don't know why, but the Clerk's Berserker song is running through my head right now.
I mean, some of the music in my playlist, Wink, would match in this scene. Wink, but would definitely get us kicked off Twitch or muted.
Wink.
Throw the link up in the chat, probably.
Can I try to just persuade someone? That was the thing, is I have such a huge pool for persuading people.
And then you got crushed.
Once Raz is fed, he'll switch off the awe so that it's not as
Charisma.
overwhelming.
Fuck. What would be the best one for that? Charisma and
Persuasion?
persuasion. And it is a victim, so that would be the 8 dice.
That's 8 dice. Okay, here we go. Big rolls, big numbers, many lucks. 6 successes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Kind of are able to convince somebody, but
This is
just
after.
when you,
This is after he's turned off.
then it's the crowd sort of kinds of dissipate a little bit from Erasmus, and you're able to sequester somebody off to the side. You're able to convince them
I'm
that
basically like asking, because like I try to scope out the people that look like they're not just attracted to Raz because of the awe, but also because Raz clearly looks like a vampire, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, gonna get fed on." And I'm gonna grab one of those people and basically be like, "Hey, you want to go? Want to go in the bathroom real quick and, you know,
oh yeah, sounds like fun.
trade some fluids?"
You're so lucky you rolled 6 successes
Oh
on that
my
one. 'cause
Well, I say
God.
that, but I'm like, well, more you giving me some fluids, if you know what I mean. Quink.
No.
Wow.
Quink.
Yeah, that you're lucky you got 6 successes on that one, because otherwise that would not have worked. I haven't heard anything that cheesy since somebody slamming their fist down and saying, "I have eaten and now I must mate," which I have
probably
seen
the guy I
work.
marry. That's probably the guy I marry.
All right, I'm gonna feed on this.
How many would you be taking?
So is it like 1 keeps them conscious, 2 knocks them out, and then like 3 kills them?
3 would be like really on the borderline. It's basically 3 would essentially be pretty close to like 2.5 pints out of the human body.
I'll do 2, and then
Okay.
prop them up in a nice looking position in the bathroom so they just look like they are drunk.
We'll sit him on a toilet.
So, Insomnia, Dex, and Athletics.
Even though it's consensual?
Oh, it's not for that.
Oh,
You're
it's
gonna
to
get
stop?
jumped.
Oh no, okay. No, fuck, I don't have.
Don't bury the lead, Shar.
I mean, yes.
Fuck yeah, 3 successes on my 3 dice. That's the second time this has happened.
Nice.
Yeah, you're tipsy. Like you're like, that was
Right,
some
'cause
pretty good stuff. But you're
They
able
were
to like
tanking too.
steady yourself. Yeah, you are. You're about 3 sheets to the wind at this
Nice.
point.
Good. I always now I remember why I like going to the club. And if nothing else happens, I guess I'll just go back out, and if Raz wants to hang out and party for a bit, we don't have to go back to Maz right away.
We'll do like a solid like 20 minutes, half hour, like dancing and shit, you know.
Yeah, 20 minutes,
Just
half
vibing
hour,
in the club.
2, 3 hours, you know.
You know, whatever happens.
Whatever happens.
in that amount of time, this place makes a lot more money than it did before because there are practically piles of wasted drinks that nobody is actually drinking being sent to Erasmus and kind of Insomnia.
Nice.
Raz will try to keep like passing them off to people, like, "Oh, darling, would you like a drink?"
Finish this for me, baby.
It's good.
Leave
You
a little
pick up
lipstick on there and then like pass it off.
Mhm. Just like a gentle brush of the lips.
And then you head back to Mausoleum.
Both kind of drunk.
Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're. Let's get the Dex and Athletics for Insomnia or Erasmus as well.
This is Raz's field.
Which is more dice.
Hardly. One success.
Oh yeah,
no.
you're keeping it together, kind of. Raz is a little tipsier than Insomnia was.
I feel like I'm like holding you up, but only just barely.
Yeah, it's like the arm around the shoulder, like.
Hey, bud.
think I'll-
Raz is happily floating.
I love you, man.
I can't hold it in.
I think I'll
Listen,
call an
Insomnia,
Uber since
your
we're
hair is so nice.
Oh,
Just
thanks.
really, it looks so good.
Mm-hmm. I like your constant open colors. Just
Oh, thank you.
always chest.
Oh, yes,
And-
just a little bit.
For the record, just storyteller notes. Erasmus, did you use Lingering Kiss, correct?
Yes,
Did you
sir.
leave any calling cards?
If there was any place he could have stuck a business card, it has been stuck.
They're not Erasmus type jeans, but there's there's pockets you can slide them. It has pockets. Yeah.
I don't think you wouldn't want to wear tight pants in a club. Last time I went, I was wearing shorts, but that was because it was very hot out.
Raz
And
has
it was
a
my
certain Raz has a certain clientele, shall we say?
Just looks for the tightest pants.
That's it. That's just like, oh yes, tight pants.
And afterwards, if they mix up the pants, it doesn't matter,
It's true.
right?
Very true.
Not that they would need to go out with anyone now because they've been so dang satisfied from Raz.
Woo.
There's just one
Wow.
person sitting in the bathroom knocked out, and then like 7 people on the dance floor who's been like fully satisfied. Not
They're
a good
all very
night for us,
happy.
This is almost as bad as our thirst episode.
I'm a little
First
upset.
part 2.
I'm more angry coming out of this one than the thirst episode.
Raz is
All
happy.
right. You make your way back to Mausoleum. And Morgan and Trash Panda have been having a grand old time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything you would like to say to Morgan to prepare her for life as a kindred under Insomnia?
It's a quick little thing. It's like, so I couldn't help but feel that when I offered, you kind of freaked out. You okay? About
Oh
that?
yeah. We're just like really close.
How? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, like how close?
Like 11, right? Because I'm blood bonded.
Yeah, you and I are 100% blood bonded.
Yeah.
Do you
But I
actually
don't say that, right? Because
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know, right? Or do I? What would make more narrative sense?
Would Insomnia
what
have
would you wanna
revealed
say?
that
What would you-
information?
I like.
What would you want to say?
I only just learned about it, and I feel like I wasn't really explained it too well. So I think I would have just said like, I mean, as vampire, apparently, if we feed on each other, we get closer.
Yeah. I'll just be like, we were really close before, but being a vampire now really brought us together.
Thanks for the sales pitch there, Sally. Okay, so no, but I mean, like, in all seriousness, though, like, not trying to wedge in or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I hate the guy. He's all yours. But like,
No worries.
but like, just be careful, and feelings and stuff. I lost my sire, and I too was very close to him. I haven't
It
told
must
the
be
other
nice
two about
to
that.
hear them whenever you wake up then.
It's kind of not. It's kind of a nightmare when I lost them.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that.
So, yeah. Hang on to that. Oh, and don't tell me the other guys or I'll rip your arms out and hit you with the wet end.
Hey, I have been very strong lately. I punched an alligator. I punched a hole through an alligator by accident.
Metal,
So-
girl.
You ripped off a vampire's arm in one roll.
And yeah, destroyed him. I can hold my own, and I don't need you to threaten me. But that doesn't mean that we won't be friends.
It means I like you. It's all good. Just don't go telling the others. I have a rep, you know?
I feel like they would understand too, but I will definitely keep your secret.
Thanks.
And it's at this point that Erasmus and Insomnia would come wandering back in.
Just kind of busted.
As-
Stumbling
they
in.
are.
Speak of the devils.
Home sweet home.
I do love it here.
Looks like
And-
they had a good time.
Oh, you are wasted. You would never say that.
Point of note, would Trash Panda and Morgan be in the front room, like listening to DJ Bartleby?
Sure. Yeah.
DJ,
Yeah. No, we would. This isn't a private
Chilling.
conversation.
Yeah.
DJ who has his shirt off for some inexplicable reason in a dive bar.
Great time.
Like he's getting like way into it. He's like, "Oh yeah,"
I hope we're
and you have
paying
no
him
idea
good.
what's going on.
Hey, Raz. If Bartleby starts taking his pants off, you're going to get write-ups.
I'm gonna get what? That sounds like
Write-ups.
a good time.
No, that's a bad thing. You're going to get
Oh.
written up, girl. Girl.
He's fine. Look, he's just having a good time. He's feeling the beats.
It's his
That's what
brand.
you
Feeling
call them,
something, all
right?
right?
Yes, good job. He's
I've
Yeah.
learned things
Dead
tonight.
Mouse has the dead mouse on his head. Marshmallow's probably got a marshmallow. I assume the Weekend only performs on weekends. And Bartleby doesn't have a shirt on. That's his deal.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
What were you
Yeah.
going to say, Steve?
I'm just amazed. The logic of Insomnia just it's kind of an art form. At that point, someone walks in, and it is somebody who's tall. He has long hair. He's wearing sunglasses, and through the sunglasses, you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a reddish sheen behind them. And he is wearing a leather jacket. And that's where we're going to end, because that's our special guest for the next episode.
Dun dun dun.
Hi.
That'll be the Matthew Mercer.
That means that both Haley and I have to act drunk next episode, which is going to
Oh
be great.
God. He's
I
not
mean,
only gonna have to deal with Erasmus,
yeah.
but drunk Erasmus.
Oh, my God.
Also, there's another special announcement that I have. In the chat, when we broadcast the last episode, that was episode, I believe, 11, our Toria Designs guy, Michaela Toria, said that he was going to be getting us some of these for a raffle at some point in the future.
These are
And-
so cool.
There's also going to be one coming in the mail for Morgan eventually.
Yay!
So
Thank
Morgan
you.
will have her own dice tray box thing coffin.
Just a
Woo!
big question mark on the front.
No, that's
Sure.
Raz's stuff.
Question mark.
Well, you'll have to hide yours too.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Like that way. I will.
And that's pretty much it for the episode. Everybody, pitch your stuff.
Are we doing the same order as introduction?
Sure,
Yeah.
why not? That sounds
All
right.
You can follow me on my Twitter, which I think is somewhere around here. Also, go to Super Hopped Up. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Which is my YouTube channel where I do YouTube things.
Hopped up YouTube things.
Yeah, mostly gaming and Let's Plays and stuff. And that's all the things that I promote because Shar is on something else that I would promote, but now she gets to promote it.
Hi,
It's true.
I'm Shar. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Charlene Bayer. Kelly and I host a weekly horror movie podcast where we review horror films through a queer and feminist lens and make a cocktail to match. It's called Drinking and Screaming. So you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, any podcast player. Yeah. Or just follow us on Twitter at drink_scream to get all the details.
I am so reserving a spot. If you guys do Dog Soldiers, I want to be on that episode.
I would love to be on the episode of Friday the 13th, Part 7, also nicknamed Friday the 13th.
Which one is that? Is that Jason Goes to Hell?
Is that Manhattan? Or is that 8?
It's the one before Manhattan. I think.
just watched
I
the,
think that was Jason Go to Hell.
Big
I
dark.
think Jason Goes to
documentary.
Hell.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's
You
the
keep
one with the
talking.
little girl who's just like, "Daddy, I wish you were dead."
Oh,
That one.
psychic one. I love
the
that
psychic
Yes!
one. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I have opinions. Ooh.
Rose, you're up.
Speaking of, feel free to follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Rose_Bulbasaur. If you'd like to hear what I sound like regularly when I'm not being a bitch, I have a podcast called Trash Talking Tales, unrelated to the character, where I talk about fairy where I talk about fairy tales and what they sort of mean to us. Rather in-depthly and just all my personal opinions and shit like that. But it's I'm actually at episode 6 right now as we speak. Episode 6 will be released as of today.
It'll probably be episode 7, probably, because this will air. I'd have to check, but it's the week 14th-ish, somewhere in there, 14th, 15th. So you'll
6 or
probably have
7,
another-
one of the two. Both will probably be up. Yeah. Nice. Haley.
So I don't have cool like podcasts and stuff, but I do a lot of cosplay. So if you're interested in that, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram under, it's pronounced Oliferous, but I know it's spelled weird. I'm sorry. It should be somewhere.
Your cool podcast thing is this.
Yeah.
This is my cool
This
podcast
one.
thing.
This is the cool podcast thing. And I am Storyteller Steve. It's up there or down there. I don't even know. Click on all the links. Help us out. All the clicks on those and all the stuff that you can link, share, subscribe helps us out immensely. So we will be back not next Monday. We will be back next Friday in a live episode with a bunch of drunk vampires and Matthew Mercer and a bunch of other possible guest celebrities.
Bring some
And
moolah to donate.
Yeah.
And
Heck yes.
it will be a donation charity stream, and we're going to have a ton of fun with it. And I'm going to stress out Kelly because he's our tech guy.
Oh yeah. I haven't streamed yet with Zoom. Oh no. Well, it'll be fine. Wait, yes, I have. I've streamed on Super Hopped Up. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's
It'll
fine.
be fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. How are you?
This is fine.
It's boring conversation, anyways.
All right. And on that note, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for attending and subscribing or following or doing whatever. See you later. Thanks for coming. And scene.